What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another late night video. I can't sleep, man. Real quick, I want us to talk about how in today's era, how we like literally in a podcasting era. Ever since COVID has literally killed off everything, and I mean everything. Things will never be the same. The economy is crashing every day. And we're just gonna have to get ready for everything being digital. I already talked about this a million times. But it's so crazy how everybody literally has a podcast. Your favorite rappers, whoever, you name it, they have it. I guess everybody just want to make money more faster. You know, the thing with podcasting, you got to have a lot of equipment behind it, and it's not easy. You got to have a mic, you got to have software, all types of stuff behind it. And again, it's a lot of work, even with the editing. You gotta have your team with you, a lot of people, and you gotta work as a team. But it kills me how every time I go on YouTube, it's so many freaking people with a podcast. And me is like, I guess, don't get me wrong, I guess for right now in this podcasting era, I guess it's good for the people. Because like I said, a lot of people is not making a lot of money. So they just want to take the podcasting route. You know, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, with me, and that's another thing with podcasting, you can grow your audience. You can get deals, sponsorships. I guess with the marketing, the branding, etc. Signing contracts. And knowing what you're signing. Doing 1,000,000 episodes. Because you agreed. You agreed to that in the contract. You know, everything in this world, if you do anything, there's always some type of business behind it in the contract. You know, when I look at these people's podcasts, I'm like, damn, it'd be so many people talking at once. It'd be like five hosts, maybe 3 to 5 hosts, and your guest. Now, me, I have a short attention, what you call it? Excuse me. I have a short attention span from time to time. It depends on what type of conversation you're having on that particular podcast. Like if it's a deep, meaningful conversation and I can relate to it, I'm in tune. I'll listen to it. But again, I just don't like those type of podcasts where the guest is on the podcast and the host, they ask a question to the guest and then they don't let the guest finish what they have to say. I'm like, damn, what was the point of you asking that particular question if you're going to ask another question? Or cut off the guest, not letting the guest talk. And that's very frustrating to me. Again, so many people got so many podcasts, man. I can't even keep up with this shit. I really can't. I can name a lot of podcasts, but again, there's a lot going on in this world. We just moving in we not moving in the good times. We moving in the bad times right now. We on very, very bad times in America as of right now. But again, like I said, with the podcast, sometimes I might subscribe and sometimes I might not subscribe to that particular channel. Now, with me, I like watching podcasts, like different podcasts, like where they talk about educational things and I want to get some knowledge out of it, I want to get some knowledge out of it. And that's a good thing for me. I always want to know and get knowledge from like different people, smart people. And sometimes I have an ear to listen to people. I really do. I'll listen to you. But it depends on what you're talking about on the podcast and how the way you're explaining it and breaking it down. I like things like that. But a lot of these podcasts, they talk about different topics. Sometimes they talk about their past. Just different conversations on different things. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And then it's like behind the scenes, everybody has to get their cut. The cameraman, the host, like literally everybody, in order for that podcast to keep on growing and getting more noticeable. But it's so crazy, like these people in their goddamn podcasts, man. I just cannot keep up with it. I just can't. God damn, like all these rappers got podcasts, man. That it lets me know. That lets me know that the rap game is. I mean, excuse me, the rap game. The rap game is dead. Ain't no money in the rap game in today's era. The money's in the podcasting era. What can you bring to the table in your podcast? How can people relate to you? How can the audience, relate to you and what you're saying? And also with me is like A lot of these other podcasts be ghetto. I don't like, me. I don't like that ghetto shit. I told you guys, I don't like the yelling, the screaming, the laughing on serious topics. Because when it's serious and, I'm listening, sometimes I might tear up on that particular topic. Again, it depends on who I'm listening to. Not everything is for fun and games. You gotta balance it out. But yes, I do stay away from people with the ghetto podcast. I don't like it. I don't. Um, you know, I learn things every day. But I'm not sure if the podcasting is gonna carry out 15 years from now. Who knows? I wish I could start my own podcast, but I need a team behind me, and I'm not really good with people. Y'all know that. I'm like a total loner. I don't fuck with people. I don't fuck with nobody. I'm telling you guys, I don't. So it's gonna be very hard for me and very challenging to start my own podcast. And if I did start my own podcast, obviously I want to be the captain of the ship. I want to be the captain of the ship. I don't got to answer to nobody. Make my own deals. And just trying to grow a audience of people who can mess with me, who can relate to me. But yeah, man, it's crazy. But I'm gonna try to get some sleep because my mind right now is kind of like woozy. Can't really think right now. I want you guys to pray for me if you can. And y'all have a good night.